This is ridiculous. I look like a brunette now because my roots are so big. On a positive side though, life seems to be returning back to normal. My partner has returned to work, which I am grateful for, more in the sense that it means we're getting back to normal and I can get my routine back. So today's video is going to be a Shop My Stash foundation. I get asked quite a lot about what I recommend for oily skin foundation wise, dry skin, more mature skin, really all different types of skin, and also what they're covering. If anything, not everybody has anything that they really need to cover. Some people are just looking for that really fresh faced look. But today's video, we're going to be going through it all. That way it's much easier when people ask me about makeup, I can refer them back to this video. So the first one I want to talk about is the Maybelline Superstay. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. This is a really great all-rounder for oily skin, dry skin, mature skin. It almost has a very slight powdery finish to it, but if your skin's really oily, this isn't going to separate, it's not going to fall off your face. If you've got really dry skin, it's not going to emphasise that. If you have any flakiness happening on the face, it's not going to emphasise that. It's not going to sit in any lines that you have if your skin's quite dehydrated. It is just a fantastic all-rounder foundation. It is buildable coverage. You can apply it with a brush, you can apply it with a sponge, you can apply it with your fingers. It is so versatile and it's one of my favourites for covering my face. Next up is my absolute favourite foundation, and it is the Phoera foundation, or Phoera foundation. This is the soft matte longwear liquid foundation. I think this is the most full coverage foundation I have ever heard of, ever tried, and it is the most affordable foundation. I got 2 bottles of this for £7. These are 30ml bottles, just like these. They just look like this is going to have a lot less, but it's quite wide. This is only 30ml as well. This foundation generally sits around the £7 mark, but this was £7 for 2 bottles of this. And I don't think there is any shops that sell this. I believe it's just an online product, but it's a great foundation. Again, if you have drier skin or really oily skin, you're not going to go wrong with this foundation. It is a foundation that even I feel that I do need to set it. Not all the time, but it does really well if you lightly set it with a powder. If you had very dry skin, very dehydrated skin, this is going to really be your friend. It is so versatile as well. You can apply this with your fingers. I've actually used it today with my fingers I had a bit of a problem with my skin over the weekend. I tried a new skincare product and unfortunately it didn't suit well on my skin, and my skin unfortunately ended up cracking and it was weeping, so I put my makeup on to cover as much as I could of that today, and that's why I'm doing this Shop My Stash video today instead of a makeup look. So highly recommend this if you have blemishes, pigmentation of any kind, even scarring on your face. If you really need that full coverage look, I would certainly go for this. The difference between these two, with this product you can throw it on, tap your blusher on, walk out the door. This will completely remove the dimensions out of your face. It is very much like a mask, intimidating for someone who's maybe never used such a full coverage foundation. With this, you really need your contour, your highlight, your blush, because you're really needing to bring back that dimension. But it is a fantastic foundation and it works really well and it lasts all day. Next up is the Maybelline Dream Radium Liquid. This, mature ladies, this is your best friend. If you have eczema, if you have any kind of dry skin or skin that's prone to being very dehydrated, if you're not sure if your skin's dehydrated or dry, if you're noticing that throughout the day your makeup seems to vanish off your face, chances are your skin's going to be really dehydrated. Doesn't matter how much water you drink, that unfortunately doesn't rehydrate your face. You need something like a hyaluronic acid to get the moisture back. So this foundation contains hyaluronic acid. Again, this retails at between £7 and £10. I got this on offer with the Superstay. It was 2 of them for £12. But this foundation is great even for oily skin, because it's not a moisturiser, it's a hydrator, so even oily skin can still be dehydrated. It's not going to clog your pores, it's not going to fall off your face if you've got oily skin. This is a great all-rounder. The coverage on it is a light to medium coverage, I would describe it, but even I have broken veins, I've got pigmentation over my skin, and this can just really make my skin look really natural, healthy and glowing. This is a stunning foundation. It is not comparable to a tinted moisturiser. I can't use tinted moisturisers. They hate me. They absolutely hate me. Tinted moisturisers and me just do not get along at all. This is nothing like that. It is a very, I call it a spa in a bottle or a facial in a bottle, because at the end of the day, when you take off your makeup, sometimes you can feel quite dry, your skin can look a bit clogged and a bit lifeless. When you take this off your skin feels so plump, so hydrated, and because my skin can get very dehydrated, when I do wear this foundation, I love the bounce that my skin has, because this has been on all day. To apply this, really you're applying it with a damp sponge. Hyaluronic acid needs water, so instead of wetting your face, you would wet your sponge and dab it on. You'll notice that the sponge, compared to a normal foundation, the sponge will dry up quicker, a little quicker, not much, but a little quicker than it normally would. But highly recommend if you've got dry skin, if you're a more mature lady, this is going to be your best friend. It's going to give you that glow, it's going to give you that voom that you had back when you were 16, 17, early 20s. So this, you're going to love it. It's not something that's going to upset your skin. These are not fragrance, but they're going to be your best friend. Absolutely swear by it. You can't go wrong for the price, and it's really the only foundation I have come across that contains hyaluronic acid, but I think it is so innovative and amazing that there's a foundation that can hydrate your skin. We're going to talk about the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. This is a different one from this. This is a matte finish. This I would say is microflex technology. Again, I would say this was maybe light to medium coverage with quite a nice natural finish. I would say this would be ideal for someone with normal to drier skin. I don't think this would be much of your friend if you had quite oily skin. I believe this would part and maybe slip off the face unless you really set it down with a powder. Really nice foundation again. Not ideal if you have lots of redness or very, very deep redness, but again, still a lovely foundation. I quite like to wear it. It is buildable, but you need to really do your layers quite thinly. So if you don't have a lot to cover, this would be great. If you had freckles and you wanted them to shine through, a nice thin layer of this is really going to even out skin tone, but still let those freckles shine through. So I do really like this. I got this at auction on eBay brand new for like £3 because I love eBay auction and I love to get makeup off of eBay auction. I find it really easy to try new products through using eBay auction because you can get it so cheap, but I love it. So again, I would highly recommend this for normal to slightly dry skin. Next up, the BB cream. Everybody wonders what the fuck is a BB cream. BB creams are known by different names. You can get them known as a blemish balm, a beauty balm, and umpteen other names. Really, the thought behind them is that they are lighter foundations and can be colour correcting. You get CC creams which can be called colour correctors, and I don't even know what else they can be called. But this is the simple BB cream, so it's kind to skin perfecting beauty balm. Contains 3 vitamins, 4 skin loving ingredients and no artificial perfume or colour. I do not think you would like this product if you have skin that tends to be oily. This will slip off your face. If you have more dry skin, I think you could quite like this. It's not full coverage, it is not buildable. If you're looking for that natural, no makeup look, this is for you. I could only get this in the shade, oh, I think it's honey, because this was the only shade that they had. Yes, it's honey. The honey shade, and it also contains an SPF of 15. I prefer a factor 50 for my face. I am petrified of getting sunspots on my skin, but this is really, really nice. I actually tried this the other day as a base to my foundation. If you are looking for extra volume in your coverage from your foundation and a bit of glow, a BB cream can be a great base on top of your primer. I cannot use a BB cream without a primer at all. They just behave very similar to a tinted moisturiser. But if you have naturally quite matte skin and very, very small pores, I've noticed that people who generally have completely flawless skin are tending to be a bit more on the drier, dehydrated side, just a touch. This is really going to give your skin that glow. Really, really nice product, very affordable, and it's a very large tube. It's 50ml, which is quite a lot. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Nivea Daily Essentials BB 24-Hour Moisture and Radiance. Yes, this product I may get to wear 3 days out of the year when my skin will take to it. It is a very, very natural product. It gives your skin more radiance than anything else. I don't really get any coverage from this, even for my pigmentation, which is up here on my nose and my cheekbones. It goes over my top lip and down onto my chin. This doesn't really cover that, but it is stunning, absolutely stunning on skin that doesn't really have a lot to cover. This I would highly recommend to a more mature lady. This is going to keep your skin beautiful and soft and also give you that stunning glow, but look very, very natural. It is a beautiful product for the right skin. When I do get to use it, I'm always amazed by it because it really does just give you that radiant glow. If you're prone to a bit of discoloration near your eyes, I don't mean completely black circles because it's not going to cover that, but if you have slight darkening on your eyelids, which most of us generally do because it's very, very thin skin, we've got loads of blood vessels in there, lots of veins in there, so it's generally a different colour from the rest. This is just going to help brighten that eye look up without smothering you. So again, highly recommend it. It is very, very good. Would be great for even young adults such as myself if your skin is normal to slightly dry, dehydrated. This is really going to make you look glowy and healthy, like you eat fruit and veg all the time and you've never touched a chocolate bar in your life or a can of fizzy juice. I love fizzy juice, but I still don't drink a lot of it. I used to when I was younger, but I will have a small glass with it now with my dinner, but it's still bad for me and I should probably never ever drink it. The next foundation I'm talking about is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible, the 24-hour matte cover foundation. This little beauty is very buildable. It's high coverage with a natural result. I like this foundation. I don't find it to be as full coverage as the Maybelline Superstay Natural Finish, in more of a matte sense, but you can powder this down if you need it to be. If you have more oily skin, this is still a good one. Very versatile. Again, you can apply it with your fingers, you can apply it with a brush, you can apply it with a sponge. It is really, really good, and the infallible primers are fantastic for someone who has quite enlarged pores. I have quite enlarged pores in patches of my face. Some of my pores are very, very small, some of them are very, very big, but this is quite a good versatile foundation. I do quite like it. You can achieve different levels of coverage with this depending on what method you use, but there's no point me telling you, oh, this method will give you more coverage, because what I have personally found is it really depends on that individual skin. What type of skin they have, what you're trying to cover is going to determine what method you're going to use as an individual to achieve the level of coverage that you want. So last but not least, I fucking hate this. I don't actually hate the product, I just hate that I don't know what it is. This is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation that I've only found a 9-hour primer for, with comfort serum. I do not know what the comfort serum is. Me and this foundation, we almost hate each other. Rimmel London come out with some fantastic products, but this product personally hates me with a passion. I cannot get this to do anything for my skin. It won't sit on my skin, it'll bunch up, it'll move, it won't settle down. I have tried this with primer, without primer, mattifying primer, silicone primer. I have tried everything with this foundation and it just does not like my skin. Because of lockdown and such things, I haven't been able to try this out on anybody else, and the chances of someone being as pasty as light porcelain like me when the sun hasn't touched me is very small. I don't know many people that are the shade porcelain. I am the shade porcelain 90% of the year, unless I sit out in the sun with my factor 50 on for ages and the rest of my body gets a tan. My face is still quite pale, and this would match my face, but it wouldn't match the rest of my body. I have foundation on to match me up with my body because I have had a little bit of sun. But this claims to be skin perfect and full coverage foundation. It did not cover a single thing for me. It wouldn't stay on my face. I wanted to add this in here because I keep wanting someone to tell me what the comfort serum is. Nobody can. What is it? What is it supposed to do? I feel like when I apply this product, I am so sorry Rimmel, because some of your products are absolutely wonderful to use, but this, no, it hates me. It's like you specifically designed this for me not to like it. No. I get angry when I see this foundation. I get angry when I see other people using it also, but it didn't do anything for me, so I honestly couldn't say I would recommend this to anybody because it wouldn't sit on my face at all, and it really did nothing for my skin. I know another lady who is Turkish, lives in Turkey. She has the blue version of this and she experienced the same problem as me, yet we found tons of videos on YouTube of women swearing by this product. One lady had a birthmark over one side of her face. This covered it perfectly. I couldn't even get it to stick to my face, and another woman in another country had the exact same problem. So someday, if someone could give me the secret to how to apply that foundation, I will let you know. I will just make a video specifically about this, and especially when someone can tell me what the fuck is the comfort serum. Nothing on the website telling me what the comfort serum is. It's an SPF 20. I don't know if it's true, however it doesn't stay on my face for me to find out. And that is it for today's video, and I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you found some intriguing items in here. I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today. I would love it if you could comment below and let me know where you're from, and let me know if you've tried any of these products or what is your favourite foundation. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope to see you again. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and that you ring the bell, because if you don't ring the bell and click all notifications, you'll be given none notifications. YouTube don't tell you that. That's why everybody that makes videos on YouTube has to repeat themselves on a daily basis to say ring the bell after you've subscribed, or you won't be notified of anything at all. So make sure you click all, not personalised, not what the other option is, make sure it's all. And then you can join me on a daily basis for the wonderful content that I produce with my wonderfully toned down Scottish accent. Harder than you think. But anywho, thanks so much guys. I hope you have a wonderful week and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!